Sup, everybody? This is Jamie Hunter from the Vent Podcast. On November 22nd, History and Nothing Festival at Adelaide Hall. We have a bunch of performers. This performer here, I'm just gonna say this. In Toronto, there's a lot of people that say, you know, there's a I guess queen of rap, or everybody's saying all these self-proclaimed sitting, you know what I mean? But then someone comes along and then it's like there's like no debating. Like it's not even need to be said. It's just come with the bars, no long talking, and then like it's enough said. We got Double M in the building.
It's the introduction for me. It's the introduction for me. Thank you.
How's it been going?
It's been going. It's been going. Yeah, I'm good, man. I can't complain. I have no complaints.
How long have you been doing music?
I've always been into music from I was dancing as a little girl, and then when I got into middle school, outside was too cold for recess, so I joined the choir and stayed inside. And then it went from singing to, as I got older, I started to learn myself a little bit more, and I thought that, you know, if I rap, it gives me more space to be witty, and that's my personality. So I started rapping instead of singing, and here we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trust me. As a kid, this is the question that like everyone, the artists were asking. Like I asked each person that I was interviewing, and the question was, as a kid, what was your go-to struggle food?
My go-to struggle food.
I'll give you an example. So far, the bet has been raw Mr.
Noodles. I was just about to say. Yeah, Mr. Noodles. And then sometimes you're not even boiling it, right? You're crushing the pack and putting the sauce in, and you just shake that.
Okay.
That's gourmet. You're done there.
Okay. Seasoning, salt, and everything. Yeah. Chicken or beef, though?
Chicken. It was always chicken for me still. I play it safe. You know?
Yeah, I hear that. Okay. The first track I heard from you was Taxin'. And it's like, I don't know, it's like every time I heard a song from you, it's like I heard different flows. It's like a multi-talented thing when you can go with a UK drill beat cadence, then you go with the Detroit cadence, like, and that's the thing. Detroit's not new, like it's not new, but like,
yeah,
it's kicking now.
Yeah,
and then you go from singing the chorus, then barring people's heads off. So my question is like, which one is like your favorite like cadence so far?
You know what? I'm going to say my favorite is going to be drill, right? But hold on. My favorite's going to be drill. But you see, because I noticed I was starting to get better and better, I'm like, no, yeah, get too comfortable. Move to something else. You know what I mean? So then I started with the Detroit and the, you know what I mean? And so right now, that's where I am. But coming soon, I will be jumping back and forth. So, you know?
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
When it comes to, I always have this one, I have to ask you this question. Is it safe to say, do you listen to battle rap?
If I listen to battle rap?
Yeah.
You know what? Now, no. Growing up, yeah. Just different. Like, you know, when YouTube just started coming about, Read Dollars was a big deal back in the day, right? Yep. So I was on that, like, me and my cousins were watching that nonstop. As I got older, not really, but battle rap back in the day. Let me find out you can hear that. You can hear that?
So you know, I hear it with the cadence and the punchline schemes. The punchline schemes I hear. That's why. Yeah. Because, you know, there's, you know, you're talking like Murder Mook days then. Murder Mook, Reed Dollars, J Mills.
Wow,
you're
that's
talking
crazy.
That day.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I all forgot them the end of yeah.
Okay. What's it like when you go on stage to perform? Like, is there jitters? Like, what was your first performance like, if you could remember that?
My first performance is the same as all the other ones after that. And what I mean by that is I'll be The entire time I won't be nervous. For example, I have a performance coming up on Tuesday.
Right.
Not nervous. Then when I start to get ready and do my makeup, that's when I start.
Anxiety attack.
You know what I mean? Yeah, the anxiety it has me in a chokehold, right? And then I'll be standing there. I have the mic in my hand and I'm getting ready to go and I am sweating like crazy. I almost don't want to go. And then I hear my instrumental and I'm like, dog, I'm in this. What? This is me. Like this, like what? Like, you know, so from I hear my instrumental and it's going, I'm like, yeah. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I am nervous all the way up until I hear my instrumental and I'm like, yeah, I'm here. This is what I'm here for. You know?
And when it comes to like when you're making your music, like, is it the beat that catches you, or when you're like at home doing whatever, like a bar cadence? Because sometimes hearing this, I'm like, yo, how does she get like the patterns and the cadence off so quickly?
Yeah.
It's like if you already have a beat in your head, or is it like you hear it and then you're like, let me take this woman and come back? Or
no, I hear the beat. And it's whatever the beat makes me feel. So whatever the beat makes me feel is what happens. For an example, I just wrote a song the other day, and it was when, I don't know if you guys saw my, I went to the cottage, so I did part 1 and part 2 of the cottage. On my drive back from the cottage, I wrote a song. Because I was just listening to the beat and just looking outside and just the vibe and everything. The beat made me feel like this. So this is what I'm saying. So that's how, yeah, it's whatever the beat makes me feel.
Okay. My question here is, when it comes to performing, I know you're performing on Tuesday. If you were to choose, would you do your, like, it feels like a live performance or recorded performance. Would you prefer your beat dropping or an acoustic? I
mean, I'm going to give anything that I need to give at the time. You know what I mean? But realistically, I prefer the beat dropping first. And then I do what I need to do. Yeah.
I hear that. I hear that. And another question I have is, let's say you finish History of Nothing Festival, you did your the performance, and you get a call, and it's Tiny Desk or Colors. Which one are you choosing?
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to Tiny Desk only because what's Colors?
Colors is the one where it's like a big backdrop and it's like the single mic.
Oh,
and they're doing
I've seen that. I just didn't know the name. I wasn't familiar with the name, but I've seen that. It's gonna be Colors. It's gonna be Colors. So I just need the beat. Like, you know, I just need the beat. It's gonna be Colors. I do appreciate the live band and all that stuff. I love it. I've seen many of them on YouTube. That's why I went straight to Tiny Desk. But it's gonna be Colors.
Okay.
It's gonna be that for me still.
Okay, and if there's anybody you can see yourself right now in like a feature that you would consider, like, you know, okay, because I heard the song with Trey Mission.
Yeah.
And is there any more?
Shout out Trey Mission. You feel me? Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that.
For sure.
Still. And who else would you do this another feature with? Which artist you have on your mind thinking about?
It's gonna be the boy, right? It's gonna be the boy. If I get that feature, anybody gets that feature, you're gone clear, right? It's definitely gonna be Drake. Yeah, and next up is gonna be Tori. The list goes on, you know.
Okay.
We have a lot of talented artists. The list goes on, but yeah, it's gonna be Drake first up.
And when it comes to your bars, like that double backs bar. Fries in the bag. All them sitting there. Sound like real situations or whatnot. Like, is that really off the cuff? Like, is it really off the cuff, or you're just there? Like I just like the bars. Is it just off the cuff, or is just you already had it set and you're like, let's, you know?
Yeah. So the bars, like when I write, I have to see it in my head first. If I could see it and it makes sense, then I'm gonna spit it out. Right? Specifically with every track I'm in my bag, like there's fries at the bottom, I'm craving. So we're going to start right there. The whole fries at the bottom thing, what's better than that? You know what I mean? Like you're doing the half, big off, and everything's hot. And, you know what I mean? So what's better than, so that's really, it came from like every track I'm in my bag, like there's fries at the bottom because you're greedy. Like, and that's really how that came about, if you want honesty. If you're looking for honesty here. But yeah, no, when it comes to the bars, I try to think about it. I don't try to say just anything. I try to make it make sense. And yeah, they just fly out like that because I have a short attention span. So I get bored very quickly. So I need to keep myself entertained. And by doing that, I keep you guys entertained.
Perfect. I respect that. When it comes to like when you're in the booth, how many people are in your studio time? Like when you're doing your mixes and whatever, like do you need like a certain people, like a lot of people? Because I see a lot of people, they have a lot of people in their booth.
Right.
Like, or just in their studio session, or is it just like a little 2-3 people them?
It's definitely gonna be a 2-3 people them cause no dance not keeping ya. Why is everybody in here? This is not like, you know what I mean? It's not that kind of vibe for me. I more prefer if it's just me, my best friend, like, you know, my people with me that most likely I pulled up with. But I don't really like it when I go to a studio session and there's like a million people in there. I mean, and like I said, like I always say, I'll do what I need to do at that time. But if it's my preference is that my people are in there with me, but that's it.
Okay. So how many, like, let me say, you know, when you're doing your music and stuff like that, like, how many times have you like heard a track that you made the first day and then the second day you're like, what the hell we were doing in the studio?
Heard a track that I made
the first day. And then you're like, let's go back the second day and listen to it. And you're like,
this is trash?
Yeah.
I never really had that happen to me still, luckily, you know. I haven't had that happen yet. Oh, I did have a time where I recorded something I didn't like it and I scrapped it right then and there. Trust me, that wasn't coming home with me. So it wouldn't even matter because it wasn't coming home with me. I scrapped it right there, you know. But other than that, I never had a time where I went back. Not yet. I'm blessed so far. You know what I mean? Because that's not a nice feeling when you do your song and you feel like everything's blessed and then you hear it after, you're like, this is weak. Like, you know, I don't imagine that to be a good feeling. So yeah.
I just want to say, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
It's an honor doing this interview. And History or Nothing is on November 22nd, Adelaide Hall. Doors open at 7 p.m. Yeah. Watch all the performers. Make sure you watch Double M. This is the event. Thank you guys for watching, and we out. Peace.